going to let my dog Peanut kind of describe how I felt about my July reselling numbers. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Maddie. I am a reseller on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, and in today's video I'm going over my July 2023 gross total sales. So today we're going to go over my sales on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari, just talking about the gross total number, talking about the sales that sold for $40 or more, and just kind of my overall thoughts on everything. So for me, unfortunately, July has been my worst reselling month this year. Hopefully it stays that way and no other months are worse, but it just was very slow. I was trying to list consistently despite that, but I do think that the summer slowdown is a real thing. I don't think that you can give into it. I do still think that you need to be listing and, actively trying that way, especially because you have those listings for other months when people are spending a little bit more on clothes and shoes instead of experiences like vacations, as they typically tend to do in the summer. And then I think another contributing factor is, at least in my area, I have noticed that the thrift stores during the summer just aren't as good. I think that they're kind of more picked over because a lot of people are out thrifting for themselves personally. They have more time to go and do things like that, especially like teenagers and college-age students. So that definitely does contribute to what I'm going to find if it's already picked over. I think there's also more like part-time resellers that are out. Coming from a teaching background, I know that a lot of people are part-time resellers and they're teachers as well, and obviously during the summer you're not having to work, so they are out more as well. So I think there's more resellers, more people just in general looking through the stores, and then maybe not as much in terms of donations, because we all know that Q4 is kind of the best in general. People are donating more because they're trying to get that tax credit. People are, trying to clean out their closet and start the new year fresh. And then of course people are shopping for themselves and gifts and whatnot. So looking forward to a good Q4. We have a ways to go until then, but so let's get into the numbers. So total, I sold $4,624.12 worth of items, and that was 280 listings sold. Breaking that down further, starting with Poshmark, which is my #1 best reselling platform. On Poshmark, I only sold $3,063 worth of listings. I'll pop up a chart here that shows how that compares to the other months, and you'll see that I have been down. And that was 210 items that sold on Poshmark. On eBay, I sold $1,470.12 worth of items, and that was 67 listings. And then on Mercari, I only sold 3 items, and that totaled $91. So I do use List Perfectly, which is a Chrome extension, to make sure that I am cross-posting, although Poshmark is definitely my leading platform and has consistently been so. As you guys heard, I still make a decent amount of money on eBay, and then Mercari, it's so hit or miss. I never make more than like $200 in any month, but hey, every penny counts. So let's go ahead and get into what items sold for $40 or more. First, we have a Hill House skirt. This was a brand new tag skirt. This sold incredibly quickly for $40. This was in a size large, and it had seashells and mermaids. It was just the best skirt for summer. This gave me like total summer I turned pretty Hamptons type of vibes. This was brand new with tags. This was my first time finding Hill House. Typically when I think of Hill House, I know they're more famously known for their nap dresses. This was still very exciting, even though it was just a skirt, especially because I found this at a regular thrift store. This is what the logo looks like that they embroidered on there. I guess that is what the actual Hill House looks like. I definitely actually could have held out for more than $40, but this offer came in so quickly. I believe I only paid around $3 for this, so it was a really great, really fast flip. This next item is something that I got from Nordstrom Rack on Retail Arbitrage. I actually picked up 3 of these Nell, Alice, and Olivia gowns. It had a cutout back, and it was in the colorway Bright Poppy. I picked these up in 3 different sizes, and this was the last one to sell. This is something that I picked up in November, so it did take a little bit to sell. I paid about $40 per dress, and this sold for $70, so it wasn't the best flip in terms of profit margins. The other two dresses did sell for just a little bit more on eBay. Overall, I was still very happy with the total, especially when I total it all up between the three sales. When it comes to Alice and Olivia, I would say that the gowns really do the best, or any like bright, fun floral print. As you guys can see, this had a really trendy cutout back here. I think someone was probably wanting to wear this to a formal event for the summer. And it definitely is a very fun, very like slinky material, and I think that helped as well. Next up, we have a really fast flip. This is something that I sourced in June and it sold on July 10th. This is by the brand Maj. Right here, you can see the brand tag, and this was in a size extra small, which is equivalent to a size 34. It was just a really nice black lace romper. I managed to find the stock photo on there, as you guys can see. This sold for $50. I think I had it priced at like optimistically at like 80. When I received that $50 offer really quickly, I went ahead and accepted it. I found this at a regular thrift store, so there was a great profit margin on it. I was so very pleasantly surprised by this sale. This is the brand Elijah J. This is a brand that's sold at places like Nordstrom and Nordstrom Rack, and they make all different types of dresses. This one was a white, kind of beigeish lace overlay sheath dress. This was in a size 2 petite, so a very small, very specific size. This ended up selling for $40 just a few weeks after being listed. Elijah J is definitely not created equal. Some pieces do really well and then some sit forever. I priced this at $50 and I honestly thought that was kind of a stretch, but I'm really glad I did price it higher because it did really well. I think the reason why it did so well is because it is definitely an adorable dress. I really do like this style. It's very popular as well. A lot of different brands make this type of style, but I think that during the summer season, we know that there's a lot of weddings. So maybe a bride wanted this for like her bridal shower or some wedding festivities, and that they were willing to pay that premium price. I really love selling the brand City Chic. It is a plus size brand that's sold at Nordstrom. This was in a size large, which is equivalent to a size 20. This was the Ripple Love style dress. They make it in a bunch of different colors. This was the magenta colorway, and this was also brand new with tag. If you ever find it brand new with tag, it tells you the style number on there. And if you ever don't find it brand new with tag, a lot of the times Google image can actually pull it up. This did have one minor spot of surface wear that I did point out. You can see it's very small, but I do always try and point everything out that I find if there are any imperfections. And this sold for $45 after being listed for just a few days. The next item was a new to me brand. The brand on it was called Travada California Birds Paradise. And when I saw the tag and the print in particular, I knew for sure it was something special. It kind of reminded me of Liberty Fabric, which does a lot of collaborations with J. Crew. So I was curious if this was somehow related. It was not, but this did pull up as an Anthropologie brand. And I was also able to check that. I didn't take a picture of it by looking up the RN number 66170, and it pulled up. So this is called the McKenna Floral Maxi Skirt. This is in a size large. I picked this up for about $6. I got it at my local thrift store. I certainly don't always go through the skirts, but when I do, I feel like I find a lot of really fun items. So this was a great example. This sold super quickly for $40. This sale had me all kinds of excited. I found this pair of Sorel Joni 2 ankle strap brown sandals in a size 6.5 at my local thrift store for about $9, which is definitely paying up for me. So I was very nervous to get them, but I did take a chance because I know that Sorel sandals can do well. And of course, we were in sandal season, so I did pick them up. They sold so quickly for $50, which I do believe was my full asking price. I never get full price sales, but I'm really glad that it was this one that I did get a full price sale on. And these were even a smaller size with them being a 6.5. So Sorel sandals and just kind of shoes in general, I really do like. I would definitely recommend though that you do look up the certain style because some of the styles do sell much better than others. So if you are going to pay up for them, you just want to be mindful, but especially considering seasonality whenever you're picking up Sorels will really help. This next piece was another piece that I did pay up a little bit for. I did find this at a regular thrift store, but I ended up paying about $12 for this, which like honestly made my stomach hurt a little bit at the cash register, but I had a really good feeling because of the bright patterns, and this brand called Gretchen Scott does so well. The tag looks like this. This was in a size extra small. It was called the Twist and Shout dress. It was in the colorway Magic Carpet, and I really like this dress. I thought it was so cute with the ruching at the stomach. I thought that was really flattering. I wasn't in love with the stock photo. That's why I did not use it as the first photo. This sold extremely quickly for an offer of $40, and the buyer paid for shipping. So overall, I was really happy with this flip, especially considering I made my money back and more very quickly. Next up, we have another Gretchen Scott piece. Like I said, I love Gretchen Scott pieces. They always sell extremely quickly. This one sold in just a few days. This was new with tag, and it was called the Rocket Girl Hot Pink Gold Metallic Dress. This was in a size medium, just kind of a nice sheath dress. Not really like a waist to it, something that you can just pull on and feel confident in regardless. This sold really quickly for an offer of $45, plus the buyer did pay for shipping. So definitely be on the lookout for Gretchen Scott. The one Mercari sale that I have to show you guys is a style that you should be on the lookout for. This is a pair of Sam Edelman black loafers. These are real leather, and anytime I find this style, they sell really very quickly and for a decent price. You guys can see here on this photo, there's some scuffing even on them, and they still sold for $40. I did source these at the end of May, so they took like a month and a half to sell, which is a little bit longer than I would prefer. But I did receive some lower offers on them, and I wanted to hold out because I know that you can get a decent amount for this style. If they were in better condition, I could have gotten even more. These were also in a small size. These were in a size 6. So even with the small size, this style of Sam Edelman loafers sells incredibly well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys had a really good July. Let me know in the comments down below how it was. Personally, I had a fantastic July. It was my dad's birthday. It was my husband's 31st birthday. So July is always a really fun month. Plus, my husband finally got to take the bar exam to become an attorney. He's been studying for the bar for the past 2 months just rigorously, and I am so proud of him. He will not get his results back until October, and I already know he did great and he passed. I have utmost faith in him, but ooh, the anticipation. It just tells me that October is going to be a really great month. Anyway, I hope you guys had a fantastic July. I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic August. Let me know how it was down below. If you guys are interested in any of my reselling websites, or kind of to get to know me on a more personal level, make sure you check out the description box. It has all of my reseller closets, and then also my Instagram and TikTok, where I do post some more personal things as well as some more thrift content. As always, if you did enjoy this video, please do make sure that you give it a thumbs up and you hit the subscribe button. Bye guys!